Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So they've made quite a considerable amount of changes. Before we get into things, make sure you go and check your claims valuable tab. In the claim section here, you should be able to, if you're on PC, claim a pack which has 5 of those premium overloads, which you obtain through Hell Pit or Harvester's Nightmares. And if you're on PS or on Xbox, you can pick up that bag with 50 companion upgrade tokens. Furthermore, they've also went and leaked a few things on the preview server right here. If we jump to the artifacts and we scroll to the wicked artifacts, we can see Demogorgon's Reach. It's a new artifact which assumably has 1,000 item level, and with that on our new epic equipment, we can see here on the first page we have this set to go with it, the sinuous cord and also the heart's twine. And altogether these pieces of gear will give you a set bonus that whenever you critically hit with your at-will encounters or daily powers, you'll gain a stack of 1% damage, and this can stack up to 5 times. Pretty decent. Also, you'll have the effect whenever you land 5 critical hits in a row, you will deal an extra hit for 150 magnitude damage. Hopefully this actually scales with buffs and things in your stats, and that way it won't be like the Lost Mouths, it will actually be a bit better. As for where we're going to obtain this, well, it says from the new Demogorgon Trial, and we currently can't actually queue up for it anymore. It has been removed. As they have said, it's down for undergoing renovations. We shall see what that means. When you create a new character and you've finished selecting all your presets and so on, we can choose a whole ton of different deities. You can see a bunch of different icons there, what we haven't seen before. Now, you will be able to actually go and change your deity that you have chosen on your character before, so don't worry about that. You'll be able to change it up with the donation of Astral Diamonds. Now, they have made a few changes to some of the quests with some general content. For example, the campaigns, boons and epic adventures quest, elemental evil, so a few in Sharandar and even the chasm. Just a few tweaks that'll make it easier to get through them. On the bard, they've changed it so that I no longer have the incomplete description with the forte, and there's a very good reason I'm on a wizard right now. There's a whole bunch of changes that have been done to it. Whether it's for the good or the bad, I'm not exactly sure yet. They've made it so that Arcane Bolt along with Magic Missile will now actually grant a stack of Arcane Mastery with each attack rather than it just being on the final attack of the combo. They've made it so that this chilling advantage now applies in a way that allows directed flames to properly proc, and they will now actually work together with Rime Fire Smolder. They'll be able to proc every 12 seconds. They've made it so that Chilling Cloud will now apply a stack of chill to the target with each attack. Fireball will also cast more quickly. I'm assuming they've reduced the animation, and they've also went and reduced the cooldown by 33%. So you'll be able to cast this encounter power a whole lot more often. They've changed up Imprisonment, so now it has been changed to Arcane Conduit. So that be this one just here at the end of the Arcanist, and it will no longer hold the target, but actually instead deal 200 magnitude damage and increase arcane damage by 15% for 5 seconds. And in the Mastery slot, this will deal 225 magnitude, increasing arcane damage by 20%. They've also adjusted Smolder, so now it has its magnitude increased by 100%. And along with that, they've changed Smoldering Recovery, so now it will grant 1.5% action points when used with directed flames. On the Arcanist, they've made this Steal Time encounter power will now cast more quickly, along with dealing 260 magnitude, applying slow for 4 seconds. And they will also apply a stun for 1 second, and its recharge speed is now only 13 seconds at its base. Then they've made Striking Advantage. The tooltip has been updated to effect that it only works on at-will encounter and daily powers, and that it has a 1 second cooldown. It's been increased to a 25% chance and 100 magnitude. Other than that, those rings from Tower of the Mad Mage, which were selling for insane amounts, that was the bypass gold ring and the gold plated ring, they've been adjusted so that their stats are no longer insanely high. And they've also made it so that the Gambler's Ward ring now has a correct stat distribution, and also the Ring of the Condemned, the one tanks would love to use, won't actually keep you in combat when it procs when you're out of combat. It was pretty annoying that way. They've also changed up the amount insignia bonus, Survivor's Haste, so now it will actually be capped at 9% movement bonus when you're at 50% of your health missing. Furthermore, they've changed up a whole bunch of different enemies so that they will generally deal a lot less damage in Cragmar Crypts, Grey Wolf Den, Infernal Citadel, Spellplay Caverns, and also the Temple of the Spider. A very good bonus is that they've changed the Ring of Air and the Ring of Darkness that were currently character bound to now be retroactively account bound, so you'll be able to switch them between your characters. That's a very good thing. They've also went and changed up a whole bunch of different bugs as well, from the Four Hammers Elixir now actually being consumed when you use it. They've also made it so that the Tiamat's Horde rewards will now mention an up-to-date buff list that buffs your defense, deflect, awareness, and accuracy, and they will no longer refer to level 70 artifact cloaks. You have a bunch of other adjustments as well, from the event store of Hell Pit and Masquerade of Liars being updated. Not entirely sure what that is yet, as we don't currently have the event active, at least on PC. You do have now on Xbox and PS. They've also made it so that the Tyranny of Dragons campaign buyout will now actually work, along with on your character sheet when you want to drag and drop the companion gear. They should now actually function properly. And then they have a few other different bug fixes as well. You can always read the full detail on the blog, but I've went over the major changes that you kind of need to know about. Furthermore, we look on the calendar and we can see a bunch of upcoming events. We do have our Dungeon Delver's Delight on September the 30th, then our Wonders of Gone on October the 7th, and we also have Masquerade of Liars returning back, of course, for Halloween there, with those three visages there, the three teams that you'll be able to go for. And we also have a new thing here, which is Leaps and Bounds, where you'll be able to double the amount of progression for that limited time period. That could potentially be for the new battle pass that we're going to be getting. And furthermore, from there, we're going to have to wait till November the 11th for our next trade bar store discount. So still a while away if you want to save those trade bars for the best value. So hopefully all of this has been somewhat insightful and helpful to you guys. I'd like to give a special thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I presented as well, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. I want to see you guys around. Goodbye for now.